What is going on, everybody? It's Nick, also known as BournGamer, and on this date, April 9th, 2012, that's exactly 2 years ago, I uploaded my very first video on my BournGamer channel. Now, you say BournGamer channel, and I say, yes, I had something, a little bit of a pet project when I was a kid. It sucked, and I hope nobody ever finds those videos again, but 2 years of BournGamer, it's been quite a ride, and it's not quite over yet, which is kind of fun. Some of you may have thought it was over once Assassin's Creed was done, but that's not true. Now, what I want to ask of you in the comments down below is to tell me what was your very first BournGamer video, your very first video of mine. And if you can't remember what the very first one was, maybe you could at least tell me which one is your favorite, because I'm going to run through my favorite here. Now, something I want to get out of the way real quick, a little bit of Titanfall gameplay. This was on the PC, but I decided to plug in a 360 controller because I wasn't doing too hot with the mouse and keyboard. I know it's cheating, however, it's probably my best, if not my top 3 caliber gameplays that I got in my small recording session with Titanfall. So enjoy it. It's just something to watch. It's nothing crazy. You guys are here for the commentary, or so I'm told, after I quit the Assassin's Creed stuff. Now, I want to go back through the history of what was my channel, how it started, maybe my favorite videos. I'm not going to go, completely in chronological order, all 400 plus videos, but I'm going to pick out my top 5, the things that stood out to me as the largest, maybe the turning points, or maybe just the most fun I ever had making videos. Now, my very first I'm going to talk about is losing my gameplay commentary virginity. And no, that's not a reference to my first video. That is the actual title of my first video, and it's going to be available in a playlist, as will the other 4 videos I talk about in the about description below, and as well as the playlist on my channel. Now, losing my gameplay commentary virginity was kind of weird, because I did a little bit of Modern Warfare 3. I expected to do a 1-to-1 ratio between Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, or possibly just an even split between all the games that I thought were fun at the moment. And for the most part, my channel started out like that, but eventually it drifted towards more of an Assassin's Creed thing, because I kind of liked being in that niche. I kind of liked telling people I did YouTube, but I did Assassin's Creed videos because it was kind of weird, and maybe I'm a little bit of that oddball, as is everybody that enjoyed Assassin's Creed multiplayer. Like, why would you choose that when there's millions of people playing Call of Duty? I played Call of Duty, and I didn't really have the most fun commentating the actual gameplay, but something about Assassin's Creed gameplay was like the setup, the hunt, the kill, the characters. Everything was just a little bit different. So when I lost my game commentary virginity, it wasn't just a matter of posting a video and finally getting my name out there. It was buying my capture card, using the microphone I had at the moment, and just kind of just getting into things. Everybody wants to be a YouTube star, and I'm not saying I am for any regards right now, but I get people talking to me from halfway across the world about the most random of shit. And it might be a video game. Some people have asked me more personal questions, and I think that's cool. And if I hadn't taken that plunge two plus years ago, who knows where I'd be right now. Probably a better place, but that's for another story. Now, my second favorite video, and this is actually in no particular order, these are just 5 favorite videos of mine, not top 5 in any particular order, has got to be my very first editing project, and that's Ghost, my Assassin's Creed Revelations montage, which I might say I think has held up very well throughout the years. It's been about 2 years coming up in July since that video was ever posted, and I have not had any desire to actually edit out another montage since then. I've heard songs where I'm like, oh, I can montage the shit out of this, but let me tell you guys, montages take a lot of work, and that was my baby for a couple months. I had so much fun editing that, and if you guys do decide to watch it, just know that it's my first time I ever used the Sony Vegas program, on top of the fact that it was my first ever montage, and I was literally watching tutorials in between like every single edit, just trying to get things as smooth as possible. And I look back and I see little things that I could improve. I think I did pretty well for myself, considering that I was a self-made man in the video editing world. So you guys let me know how that goes if you ever do comment on that video. Unfortunately, I had never gotten enough gameplay to make another montage, but I always thought that it's possible that it could happen in the future. We'll see where my gameplay habits take me in the future. So going on to something a little bit different, montage is a little gritty, a little bit hardcore. You gotta kind of know what's going on because it always comes so quick. Something a little slow, and this is probably the fan favorite of videos on my channel. it's gotta be Sneaky Bieber. Now, Sneaky Bieber is a little short 2-minute video, no commentary, no words, just a little bit of music, a little bit of drama, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. You gotta go watch the Sneaky Bieber, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's just as great as when you first saw it. So, moving on. Playthroughs, let's plays, walkthroughs. I've done a couple. I've done Assassin's Creed games. I've done Prototype. Prototype 2. That was early on. Like I said, I did Gears of War. I've done a couple things, but none has been so influential to my channel as The Last of Us. The Last of Us was the game that I decided what kind of playthroughs I wanted to do. Did I want to do hardcore? Did I want to do super collecting ones? Or did I just kind of want to do something casual and just determine what the format of Let's Plays have been on my channel? And ever since then, I've had the same format, daily uploads. At the beginning of every video is a link to the last video with a little clip, a little refresher for people. I always thought that was nice. I always kind of thought it was like a little TV thing. It probably takes, maybe 50% longer just to edit that little stuff because I got to go back and find the right clip. I got to make sure it matches up well. In the very beginning, I got to size it. I got to find, different, background pictures, all that stuff. But I like the presentation, and if you guys are familiar with any of my playthroughs or Let's Plays, that all started with The Last of Us. And, the presentation's one thing, but the game itself was probably the thing that got me. And I'm so happy that I ended up doing a face cam for that. It was kind of like a weird situation in recording because I was at home, but I ended up doing a face cam for that, and that had to be easily the favorite playthrough I've done. Assassin's Creed 4 is great, but Last of Us was just an amazing game, and probably up there with BioShock as Game of the Year. I say probably because it's just like whatever one I've last had my hands on is like better, but then the other one just still has my heart. It's great. I can't endorse Last of Us anymore, so I'm going to move on to my last one. If you guys want to watch any Last of Us videos, I'm just going to send you a link to number 1 in that playlist down below, and if you are enticed to keep on watching, a couple of videos in, I end up adding the face cam, so you got that to look forward to. Now, the last video, and this is obviously just the most recent one, is my quitting or retiring of Assassin's Creed content on my channel. Oops, hit my microphone there. Now, I quit Assassin's Creed not because I didn't like all the feedback and all the views I got in it, but simply because I wasn't having fun. I wasn't having fun with games anymore. And since it's so recent, I don't really need to get into the details, but all I can say is that the support I got from you guys was awesome. There's some people that left, but for those of you that stayed, you've been wildly supportive of my channel. I could post anything and you guys would watch it. And girls, because I know there's some girls out there. So you guys make it all fun for me. And hopefully this summer I can get myself a nice new computer, something to do some PC stuff, something more fun. And something I've always been wanting to do is, get you guys as much quality content as possible. So look forward to that in the future. This video is going to be wrapping up here in a second. So that question I asked earlier was, what was the very first video of mine you've seen? I would really love if you've watched the whole video this way, haven't commented, to leave a comment down below and let me be a very happy boy. Now, I'd like to once again thank you all for 2 years of keeping me entertained with your comments, your feedback, and all that good stuff that comes along with this YouTube thing. Now, if you guys are looking for more, if you have any suggestions or things you'd want me to do in the future, let me know. I'm all ears, and I'm Nick, also known as BournGamer. And this is the end of a video, and I don't know what to talk about until it's over, so hopefully it's going to end soon. Please end soon. Titanfall, why do your games go for so long? That's your teammate, Nick. Stop shooting your teammate. And that was a flawless victory. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.